Woohoo! Happy New Year, new decade, everyone! I'm finally back. I missed you all so much. For those of you who don't know, pretty much the last 7 videos on this channel were made in advance. I've been out of town, I've been out of state, I've been taking a break, taking vacation for a while, but I'm very excited to come back and look at all the new news and new reports we've got while I was away. Sorry if I missed some of the more relevant stuff, but yeah, let's see what happened while I was away. Oh, that's it? That's really all we have to guys, seriously? I thought I was gonna be missing all these new 2020 leaks and rumors, and this is what we get? Okay. Alright, we'll do a video on that later. You know what? I want to focus on this stupid report. Apple's not making a gaming MacBook or iMac, and I guess this is the next episode of Leak Busters, and maybe we should just create a playlist for this channel called Economic Daily News is Almost Always Wrong. But anyway, outside of the leak, there are a lot of people that have actually asked me this question before, so I thought making a formal video about it would make sense for the new year, new decade. Anywho, let's begin. Okay, so the direct answer I've given everybody pretty much anytime someone asks, is Apple gonna make a gaming-centered MacBook or iMac, is that Apple's lack of gaming support does not really necessarily come from the hardware. In fact, quite the opposite. The primary reason you don't see a lot of esports or people who are super into gaming using Mac devices is because of the software. A lot of it comes down to the majority of games supporting Windows. There's a lot more compatibility with Windows over on the Steam Marketplace. Yes, there are games you can play on your Mac, but Apple knows that the main demographic of Mac users are typically not gamers. They're usually photographers, videographers, or people that like all-in-ones, as the PC market does not try very hard to make compelling all-in-ones. Apple kind of owns the iMac market. Nothing really competes with it that heavily. So that's what I'm so confused about when I hear this report. You know, iMac Pro, MacBooks, and other Macs like that, they have decent GPUs. They even have pretty good CPUs that can handle gaming. It's just that there's not a lot of games that support Mac from the get-go because they know the majority of gamers use PC, so it's better to optimize your games for Windows than it is for Mac because it's going to take a lot longer to optimize those games for Apple's Metal engine. To make games run smoothly on Mac, you can put in a lot of time, but you're probably not going to get that many customers out of it because, again, most gamers don't use Mac. There's a very big fundamental flaw there. See, Apple very much is a gaming company. A lot of people don't understand that fact, but I highly recommend watching Polymatter's video on it. Apple makes billions of dollars a year from the mobile gaming industry, which in a lot of ways outperforms the desktop gaming industry. Even if us on YouTube decide, well, you know, mobile gaming's not real gaming. True gaming is the stuff you do on your desktop and stuff you do with your PC tower that's full of pretty colors because RGB means good gaming. So that's pretty much all Apple could do if they wanted to make a gaming-centered Mac is, I don't know, slap RGB stuff all over it. Make a mechanical keyboard, that would be kind of weird. Make the entire edge of the iMac RGB and just light up around the basically Razer, if Razer decided to make an all-in-one desktop. But essentially what I assume a lot of people mean when they hear gaming-centered Mac is just a ridiculously heavy-duty graphics card, and because there's a lot of gamers that are very brand loyal to certain brands, you're gonna want NVIDIA graphics cards in a Mac. You want NVIDIA drivers supported in the latest version of macOS, which, don't get me wrong, would be nice, but those companies are mad at each other, both of which we are to blame. I don't put it all on NVIDIA, I don't put it all on Apple, for the reason there's not much collaboration between those companies going on, but NVIDIA supplied some bad graphics cards for the MacBooks a long time ago, and they're still bickering about it like old divorced couple, so that's why Apple's ties to AMD have been fairly close in the more recent years, and it's not likely that just because Apple feels like getting into the esports category, they're just suddenly going to make up, hold themselves in each other's arms, and decide that the divorce was a mistake and everyone should just stay married, and we're gonna start supporting each other's hardware again. No, your parents are divorced, get over it. But like I said, I know that Intel Xeon chips aren't exactly great for gaming machines, but even if Apple wanted to make a gaming-focused Mac, they would still have the huge issue of most games being compatible with PC and not much software optimization being put into macOS games, and making any new level of gaming hardware, even with great graphics cards, even with really great cooling systems in this huge MacBook or this iMac, aren't really going to change that. I don't think there's a lot of esports members that are just suddenly going to switch over because Apple decided to make one that was a little bit better at gaming. The only possible nugget of good news I got from this report is that maybe there's a new iMac coming out. I don't think it'll be gaming oriented, but I just want a redesigned iMac, please. For the last time, I've been asking this every hour of every day for 10 years now. Just make a new iMac with thinner bezels, no chin. I don't care if it has to be a little thick on the back. Just make it as thick as the Pro Display, but don't put Pro Display tech in it. Just want a more modern looking iMac, okay? They've looked way too similar for way too long. That's all you need. You don't need this gaming focus. Please don't believe those reports. And we'll talk about lots of other news we got while I was away soon. But in the meantime, let me know what you guys think of the gaming iMac or MacBook rumors. What would you like to see in one like that? And how likely do you think your wish list is actually going to happen? Feel free to hit me up over on Twitter, join our Discord, and I can tell you why you're wrong over there. This is your Apple Shape here. I'll see you in the next one.